The snow changed to sleet about 20 minutes ago. 25 minutes ago now. Now the sleet is almost starting to taper off. Nice little ice balls. Okay, our accumulation is 12 plus 1, 12 plus 7 minus 1, which is 13. Gotta love the sleet. Evil ice pellets. It is sleeting like a biznatch.
Subaru all-wheel drive away for incredible deals on every Subaru today.
The beauty of Subaru all-wheel drive. When you get it, you get it.
Embarrassing facial hair. There's a wonderful, easy new way to say goodbye to it. The Hair Off Facial Buffer. You'll gently buffer away hair in seconds. Perfect. The Hair Off Facial Buffer.
Every day, the Northeast wakes up to billions of allergens, from dogs and dust to mold and maples. That's why there's Clarinex. Clarinex provides receptor protection to help block histamine. Get 24-hour non-drowsy allergy relief anywhere, anytime. Side effects are similar to sugar pills, including sore throat, dry mouth, and fatigue. Indoor allergies, outdoor allergies, wherever. Talk to your doctor about Clarinex.
What is Service Master Clean? It's responding quickly to get fire and water damage out of your home, while keeping what you want in your home. That's Service Master Clean.
Hey, there's a better way to celebrate history. Come to the Louisiana Purchase Bicentennial. In Louisiana, our history even comes with its own soundtrack. Join us for more than 600 Louisiana Purchase events all across the state all year long. For your free tour guide, call 1-800-73-GUMBO or visit louisianatravel.com. Royal Caribbean International now sails from New Orleans. Call today and get out there.
Come celebrate the bicentennial of Louisiana Purchase in 2003.
Love that dentist clean feeling you get twice a year? Have it between visits. In fact, have it twice a day with Crest Spin Brush Pro. It's clinically proven to get rid of more plaque than even the leading brush with crisscross bristles. Crest Spin Brush Pro.
Storm Stories tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
We are in alert mode here at the Weather Channel because of the President's Day storm, which is crippling the northeast and mid-Atlantic, and it's not over with. Some of you will see snow well into tomorrow. This is Mike Seidel in Washington. We'll check your forecast and check in with storm analyst Dr. John Neese, all coming up on your weather today.
You made history in Baltimore. The nearly 23 inches of snow that fell is the second largest one-day total.
The crippling snowstorm continues to impact not only the Northeast, but flights and travel throughout much of the country. I'll have travel impact coming up.
And I suppose you could call yourselves lucky in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You only saw about a foot of snow. Looks like more on the way today.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us on your weather today. I'm Heather Tesh.
And I'm Marshall C. See, it's 1:30, and here at the Weather Channel, we are in alert mode because of the strong winter storm. It has moved throughout the mid-Atlantic states and is pushing its way into the Northeast.
We've had a lot of snow, including in New York City, where we continue to see that snow falling down here at a moderate rate. We are looking at totals anywhere from about 18 to 24 inches, and we've picked up about 6 inches at Central Park, but JFK about a foot of snow.
We can tell you the forecast for a couple of other cities, too. First, Boston, you're going to get about 12 inches of snow, plus we think it has not yet begun, but it's on its way.
Mike Seidel has spent the weekend covering this storm and joins us live now from the mall in Washington, D.C.
Now, Mike has seen some sleet develop there. Mike, what's that doing to the road situation?
Marshall and Heather, it's not helping. Hey, by the way, 4 plows just came by in tandem to scrape the accumulation of sleet. It doesn't accumulate as fast as snowfall, but it's still hampering travel. And when you get enough sleet, it's like walking on marbles. These are pretty big sleet pellets, about the size of garden peas at times, and they're adding up, and that has pushed the snowfall into the 15-inch category here in Washington, and now that is the 6th largest storm on record. Speaking of records, we've got all kinds of numbers for you this morning. First here in D.C., yesterday the 24-hour total for the 16th was 13.6. That is the snowiest 16th of February ever in Washington. Those next 2 numbers for today and tomorrow are in no jeopardy, obviously, as the storm winds down later on today. Baltimore, 21.8 inches yesterday, and as Heather mentioned, 23 now for the storm total. That ranks number 2. And again, the numbers for today and tomorrow will not be eclipsed as the storm wraps up during the afternoon hours. Sleet continues to move on through. Airports are hampered. A National Airport and BWI are closed until noon, then some flights this afternoon. A lot of you expect more cancellations, and I got the totals from the Northeast. Get this, Boston now 102 cancellations, Newark 358, LaGuardia now 241 cancellations. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You can pretty much forget air travel in the Northeast for most of today. Well, let's get the latest on this President's Day storm. Just like the one we had in '79, it started off with very cold air, numb chilling air moving into the area, setting up the stage for the overrunning and then the storm. Let's get the latest on that from Dr. John Neese.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Absolutely. Arctic high pressure still anchored in New England. One big difference between this President's Day storm and the one in '79, that one did not affect Boston, Hartford, and Providence. This one will. Snow on the way there. Let's take a look at the moving radar. High pressure anchored to the north will slowly slide eastward. Low pressure now starting to develop off the Virginia coast, and that will slowly, with the high pressure only giving way slowly, the low will move slowly northward. That will continue an easterly flow of moist air overrunning those temperatures that you see there in the single digits and teens. And look at the wind gusts, the nor'easter part of this storm just getting underway with all kinds of strong northeasterly winds, even penetrating as far inland as Philadelphia, Allentown, and the Poconos. As a result, today, snowfall 6 to 12 inches, including New York City, Providence, and Hartford. And this storm is headed north ever so slowly and will persist in New England even into tomorrow. Heather?
Well, John, folks have been hearing us say to near blizzard conditions or at times blizzard conditions. What do we need to reach this criteria for blizzard?
Blizzard would be a quarter mile or less of visibility from blowing or drifting snow, and winds 35 miles per hour or greater for 3 consecutive hours. And some locations will satisfy that criteria over the next 24 hours.
And regardless, we're going to find rough conditions throughout this region continuing for many of you right on through the day. And even once the snow is over, we still have a lot of shoveling to get through. We have not only areas of snow, but you've been talking or hearing Mike Siddell talk about some of the sleet too in Washington, D.C. We've been seeing some around Philly that also stretches southward too. We've been finding some problems around the Richmond area this morning. We continue to find traveling on 95 here very rough. We're going to find that the roads are not going to improve very quickly here, even once this system passes through. Baltimore, 23 inches of snow. You've got a lot to get through here. In Philadelphia, we have been seeing significant snowfall here, around 15 inches and more, as you can see, continues to press into this region. Along with that, those winds. New York City, we've been looking at anywhere from about 6 to 12 inches so far, with more on the way. You're going to have snow here in New York City probably through much of the day. Hartford, Providence, the snow pressing in, and Boston, although it looks like it's there, most of this, though, not reaching the ground yet, but by late morning you'll see that snow and then really picking up in intensity as we head into the afternoon hours. We've also been looking at some significant snow, too, around the Pittsburgh area, where we've picked up about 15 inches of snow. Kind of settling down right now. You'll still see a little bit more snow working through. Could even pick up an additional 2 to 4 inches as this next band swings around across this area. So more significant snows continuing to fall across this region. Again, it will be the New York City Mid-Atlantic region that is picking up the most snowfall across this area. It's continuing to press into the Boston areas. We'll work through tonight into tomorrow. Add to that the very strong winds, and this is why it's going to be very miserable to get around across these areas. Do be careful throughout the day, and we do have a little more snow on the way for tomorrow for many of you.
The latest on the two sides of this President's Day storm is just ahead on your weather today. In Pittsburgh, plows worked overtime on Sunday to clear the snow. The city's airport stayed open this morning. Light snow falls. In Knox County, Tennessee, mud sank part of an apartment complex. 7 inches of rain touched off a mudslide. 1 man was hurt. 47 apartments damaged. Dennis, it's a rough travel day out there.
It certainly is. Even in New York City, travel is not recommended. Continues to come down, blowing and drifting. Travel details nationwide.
Your weather today.